Hi guys, this is my first vlog or attempt at a vlog, more just like updates. So today I decided to make a doctor's appointment because I have this pimple right here. It's kind of just like a flesh colored bump, and I've had it for a couple months. I went to the dermatologist in like November and I had my moles checked and stuff, and I had some like acne going on, so they prescribed me 2 different things and I've been using them but for the last couple months, but this little bump is still there. So I've tried to extract it twice. Both times like a clear liquid comes out and it's kind of like turns like red like this, and then it goes back to being a flesh colored bump. So today I was just like, whatever, I'll just schedule a doctor's appointment so that they can take a look at it. I don't know if it's gonna do me any good because I did try to pop it last night, and so it's kind of like a little scabby looking right now. So I don't know if they're gonna have me wait till it heals back over again. I'm not sure. So I will keep you posted when I get any kind of answer. Okay, so I'm back from the doctor. I had to take a nice long bath and just kind of relax. I have an appointment with the dermatologist now so that they can take a look at it and maybe biopsy it, because it's been 4 months, if not longer, that I have this guy. Good morning. This is my third pair of pajamas though, because last night I had the doggy ones that I really love and are like cute, because like the house was a little bit warmer last night, and then I changed into like lighter weight pajamas because like I'm a hot sleeper, and if I'm too warm I'll get sweaty and I'll just not be able to sleep well. And then of course in the morning it's super cold. So this is my third outfit change. I'm also wearing this little puppy carrot. It does like this little crisscross thing, so it's like easier on like your shoulders than like the ones that go just like across one side. I kind of look like those guys from like the Mexican Revolution or something. You know how they had the little crisscross? My dog is like only 10-11 pounds, but that can get pretty heavy if you're carrying it like all day long or on a hike or whatever. Not that I hike too much, but he gets anxiety sometimes. Like, of course, I have anxiety, and I have a dog with anxiety, like that meme says. I have 2 dogs with anxiety. Actually, 3 dogs with anxiety now. And yes, my hair is extremely wild and crazy. Like, I don't know what I do in the middle of the night. Like, my hair just always wakes up like lion hair. Like, what was I doing? I don't know. I usually like have really slow mornings, so I lollygag a lot. And right now I'm watching the new seasons of Bachelor in Paradise that came out on Hulu. They're like a comfort show, so like I like to have them on in the background as I get energy for the day. Drink my coffee like really slowly. My new puppy Pegasus, she is usually the one that wakes me up anywhere from right before 8 to like right after 8:30. So this is around the time that I just like, okay, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna do things, wash my face. I just put on some clindamycin, I think it's called. I could be saying it totally wrong, but it's what my dermatologist prescribed for me because I had a bunch of little bumps. Like they're like flesh colored bumps, and they weren't going away, and I was getting a ton of them. My dermatologist was just like, it looks like bacteria or something. So that is what has worked for mostly all of them, except for the one that I was talking about. And then I just put this lotion on, this face lotion on. This is the CeraVe. This is the night version, but I still use it in the daytime. Whatever. So the reason why I'm using this brush to put it on is because I'm not technically supposed to touch my face after I put on the clindamycin. And if I do touch it, I'm supposed to wash my hands. Like if I touch it while it's still wet. So another fun fact about me is I also have eczema on my hands. My dermatologist said to try not to wash my hands so often. And for sunscreen, I've been using the Kopari, or however you say it. It's the Sun Shield on the Glow sheer stick. It has little bits of glitter in it. And when I first got it, I was like, oh, fun for like my body or whatever, because I would never put glitter on my face. That would look silly. And then I was rewatching that movie, She's All That. The main girl, Taylor, she had glitter on her face, and I was like, oh my god, that's so cute. So I started putting glitter on my face. I think it's fun. And then, as you guys will see, I had put glitter on my face, and then I decided to watch Twilight for the first time in my life. I'll give like a review of what I thought about that. You know, I had seen the memes where like he has like a glittery face and that's like a whole thing for them. I didn't think about it that morning. I just thought it was a funny coincidence that he's talking about how he has the face of a killer because he has so sparkly skin. And I'm just like, oh my god, me too. I don't like to wear too much makeup. I've never found a foundation that's actually matches my skin. Like I was wearing this sunscreen that I thought matched my skin so perfect, so wonderful, but I would just always look at myself in the mirror in my house, like in my bathroom. And then one day I looked at myself in the mirror in my car, and I just looked like a carrot. Like, I looked at my husband and I was like, do I always look like this? Like, I look like I got a really bad tan. Like, I just look so crazy. So I stopped wearing it. It was a tinted sunscreen, and I thought I looked great this whole freaking time. Nobody had the niceness to tell me, oh, you know, that I don't think that color matches your skin so well. Thanks for that. Okay, so now I just wear regular, and I feel like my skin looks pretty good, and I'm really proud of how far it's come, like since a couple months back. I can share a picture if I can find one. Okay, so I know I said I don't really wear too much makeup, and I don't, but I do really like blush, because I feel like if I don't wear blush, like I look sick. This is actually sunscreen blush. It's kind of like a little bit on the more coral side. And then I kind of blended it in a little bit so that there's not like any harsh lines here or there, because it's kind of like a funky shade. But I mean, what do you want them to do? To stick. So just a little color for a little bit of, hey, I'm alive. Okay, so I'll do sunscreen, and then I'll do blush, and then I do like to choose some sort of a lip color, something that I think is fun. I do kind of stick more to like the kind of like bricky colors, or more on like the brownish, nudish colors. I think those are what I prefer for my face, and it stays, I mean, quite a bit longer, because I'm always licking my lips. Speaking of licking your lips, have you ever heard that Christina Aguilera song? And I think it's the Genie in the Bottle one, and she's like talking about how he's licking his lips and blowing kisses at her right away, and I'm just like, is that supposed to be sexy? Like, I don't know. If I had just met a guy and he was like licking his lips and blowing kisses at me like right away, I'd be like, are you okay? Like, what's going wrong with you? I just thought that lyric was so strange. I was like, is everybody okay, guys? And then finally, the last thing that I do is I curl my lashes. This is always so hard for me. Oh God, look at all that gunk. I really need to get rid of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's what I do. I do 12 little squishies. It's what lasts longest for me. And I do like to spray myself with some sort of perfume. I have so many perfumes. Like, honestly, it's just for me because I'm not going anywhere and I'm not going to see anybody till later. I just like to spray it on right after I get out of the shower and then in the morning. Because I just like to catch a whiff of myself and be like, oh, that's really nice. Sometimes I spend the whole entire day in my pajamas and then I take a shower and then I switch into different pajamas. Like all my life, like it was like such a big deal for me to get really dressed up and have a certain type of an appearance. That caused me like a lot of stress, and I have stories from when I was like in high school. People's moms would be like, oh my gosh, why are you so stressed out about you not curling your hair super, super perfect for this event or whatever. And just the fact that they were so confused and like concerned, I kind of got the feeling that they felt bad for me because they were like, oh my gosh, like, so I'm gonna get this girl a Xanax. It took me to getting super depressed and gaining a bunch of weight and not really being able to fit into anything or not feeling like I looked good in anything to realize I don't have to look super put together all of the time, and if I want to wear pajamas all day, that's gonna be fine. And now I do whatever I want, and I won't hear anything to the contrary. Comment on my bathroom. It's a gigantic mess because I was depressed for a couple of years. We've lived in this house for like 2.5 years now. I kind of just did what was necessary and kind of also threw a bunch of stuff in one of the many closets that we have and just called it a day. And now that I am feeling better, like one of the things that I've said before is like, I feel like I have years of junk and clutter to organize and sort through and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, I'm just kind of like catching up now that I have a little bit of energy here and there. And I do need to take a lot of breaks because of my fibromyalgia, so that can be frustrating, but I'm trying the best that I can. And also, like, if you've ever been through a depression and you've come out on the other side, there's tons of things that you let slide by or like were literally right in front of your face and you were like, oh my God, that super dirty area was right in front of my face and I didn't notice, or, you know, I have so much clutter here and I didn't notice. And, you know, it's just those types of things are not your priority at the time. It's like surviving basically and having the energy to live another day. So what's wrong? Jumbling cat? Jumbling cat? Hi guys, good morning. I did not film yesterday because I was having a bad period day and I just when I'm on my period, my fibromyalgia is like really bad. So I just took the day off. My puppy Pegasus has allergies. She had really bad allergies when we first got her out of the shelter. You know, of course, we were worried that it could be something else, like maybe kennel cough or something like that. And we were, of course, worried for her and also worried for Eva and Soul because they're quite a bit older. They're 14 and 15. So, you know, we were keeping them away from each other like they told us to. Luckily, it wasn't anything that was contagious. It was just a little bit of allergies, and she's good, she's healthy otherwise, and you know, I think she is growing out of her allergies that she did have. So that's really good news. Oh yeah, I'm wearing my Pegasus and Hercules shirt. It's always been my favorite Disney movie, and then I met my husband, and it just so happened to be his favorite Disney movie. And so when we got a puppy, when we were talking about getting a puppy, we were like, we're just gonna name it Pegasus, regardless of if it's a boy or a girl. So her name is Pegasus. And then when we got her, she had all these beautiful stripes, and she's brindle. I was like, oh my gosh, it's such a missed opportunity to call her Tiger Lily, because I love Princess Tiger Lily from Peter Pan. I think it's such a cute name, and it would have been perfect for her because she kind of looks like a tiger a little bit, or a hyena sometimes. I don't know. She looks interesting. We decided to go with that, and then I was like getting confused here and there. You know, Pegasus is a boy in the movie, and so a lot of people were like, "Is it a boy or a girl?" And people were calling her he and stuff like that. And I was like, "She's a girl." So So we kind of started calling her Peggy Sue. We call her Peg. I call her Sudie sometimes. We decided to add like a middle name in there for her. So her full name is Pegasus Megara. Lets you know that she's a girl. That was a whole situation. Soul always likes to be under the blankets, under the covers, even when it's freaking hot outside. And I get so worried about him. And it's like, can you breathe? Is there enough air in there for you? And so I'm always constantly like checking on him. And whenever he moves just like a little bit, I always take the blanket off, because I'm like, oh no, is he trying to tell me he can't breathe right now? I don't know. So you will eventually meet all the puppies. I just don't want to force them onto the camera. So whenever they come up to me or come around or whatever, maybe I'll just like go film them wherever they're at. But I don't want to disturb them. So I'm watching Southern Charm right now, and I have a few thoughts, and I'm gonna share them. I was gonna do like an entertainment around the world segment, and I still am gonna do it, but I'm not gonna do it for this past week, because that would mean I would have to film it and edit it and post it on Monday, so tomorrow. And while that is possible, I do want to have my conversation about my fibromyalgia be my first video back. But anyway, so on Southern Charm, I just thought it was so cute when that guy, sorry, I have such a hard time remembering people's names. Like, there will be series that I've been watching for seasons, and somebody will ask me about it, and I cannot recall their names. Like, I just cannot. Okay, so anyway, I think his name is Ryan. He's like newer, like he's been around, but he's like a friend of, I don't know. Okay, so anyway, so he tells Shep at Molly's concert that Molly kind of has a thing for him, and the way that Shep reacted, I was like, that is so nice. Like, he didn't make a big deal out of it or anything. He was just kind of like, oh, that's okay. I thought that was so nice and like gentlemanly, and not like, oh, tell me more. Like, he was just so nice about it. I really like that. I really, really like that. Because he can be like a little bit immature or like a little bit mean even sometimes. And so I was just like, oh, that's really nice. Also, Molly is so wonderful. I love her. I love her, love her. She's like funny and beautiful and a little bit weird, and just like, that's like my kind of person. I feel like if I met her in real life, like that's the type of person that I would want to be friends with. Austin. One of like the things that I really don't like is when someone's trying to force you to do something because in their mind or in their life they would not do the same. And I just feel like, who are you to tell Craig that he needs to find more balance in his life? Like, that's according to you. According to you, he doesn't have balance. According to Craig, he's having a great time, and you know, maybe those things aren't priorities for him anymore. This is Peg. I just don't like that. I don't like that he seems to like be forcing his ideas of how someone else's life should be and look and feel. Like, I don't like that. He did mention like, oh, here he comes with Shep, like, oh, they're best friends again now, all of a sudden. And I'm just like, yeah, because Craig seems to be accepting him for who he is, and his life changes, and he's not giving him like a hard time. Like, that is why he's hanging out with Shep all of a sudden. I mean, you just gotta let people live their lives, and you either accept what's going on or you don't. Like, don't try to force your ideologies on someone else, or like, you know, make one comment and then let it go. Whatever they choose to do after you've expressed your concerns, it is what it is, and like, either move on or accept this person as they are now. Those are my thoughts on Southern Charm. Oh, Taylor. Ugh. She's not doing well. Ever since last season, she kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and I feel like whenever she apologizes, it doesn't necessarily come off super sincere. And like when she's in her little interviews and she's saying like, I don't understand why these girls don't trust me. It's like, well, they don't trust you because you said that Olivia was your best friend, and then you turned around and made out with her ex-boyfriend, or her boyfriend, or someone that she was seeing super recently. It wasn't like years had gone by and you had a talk with her beforehand to see if it was okay. Like, that did not happen. Like, I understand the place that I grew up in, a lot of people have dated each other, and it's kind of incestuous in that way. Like, everybody's kind of dated everybody, or like everybody's seen everybody naked or kissed everybody at least. So I get it, but I feel like that's like one of those things that's like, you've got to ask for permission first. Like have a conversation, be like, is this okay if I do this? And then like, yeah, no. And then I also feel like it can't be like right away. Like, you can't be like, oh, 2 weeks ago you guys were together and now he's single. It doesn't matter. No, it does matter. So, very anxious, very, very nervous. I have my dermatology appointment today. And while it's time for me to go, I got a few things from Home Goods, and I'm just gonna show you guys my little haul. So hopefully you guys help me get distracted. Okay, so first thing first, I got these kitchen towels, because the kitchen towels that we have are like this super, super thin ones, and they're not good for drying. I mean, they're cute and all, but they're not good for drying. And then I got these for like Valentine's Day themed, even though I think that I can put them out at other times. The other thing they got is this one. I thought it was so stinking cute. Look at the glitter. The glitter is so cute to me. And of course, dogs, because I love dogs. And this is like a little St. Patrick dog. And I got a couple of these. I have these little photographs my sister gives me of my nephew, like his school photographs and stuff like that. I needed some frames to put them in because I don't want them to get ruined or anything or lost or whatever. I do want to put them up. So I feel like I got some more stuff, but I don't remember. But look at how adorable these plates are that I put out for Valentine's Day. Oh, we got super soft blanket. Soul's enjoying it. Eva's enjoying it. Is that all we got? Oh, we got a little toy for Pegasus because she's in the middle of teething. And I don't know where she put that thing. She usually gets really, like, very easily bored of toys. This one, however, she's been having a good time with. And it seems pretty sturdy because she can get through some stuff, let me tell you. Last time I said, oh, this toy seems like it's actually gonna last, like the very next day, she ripped through it. It like disintegrated the next day. I'm having a hard time breathing just because like I have anxiety. And whenever I have anxiety, I usually get short of breath and just like the bad butterflies in your stomach. So that's what I'm feeling right now. So we found the toy. Here's the toy. Looks like a wood stick, but it's like plastic or something. So she's been chewing on it. It's got some hair on it. But she seems to really like it, so. Bye. I'm here. I'm in the parking lot. That's a beautiful view of my double chin. Oh yeah, oh shit. Oh gosh, I was stepping on the brake, even though I'm in park, like it went down a little bit. That was a little scary. So I'm here, I'm waiting for it to be an appropriate time to step inside. I'm having a Diet Coke because I'm a little bit tired. Anytime I have like something emotionally draining or just like I'm like too stressed out or something, my fibromyalgia will act up, and like the whole drive here my ribs felt like I was getting stabbed in my ribs, and I just feel super exhausted now. So having a little bit of Diet Coke. Oh god, I'm a mess. Okay, I'll let you guys know how it goes. So I'm back home with my little chickens. But the doctor said that basically it's just a gigantic pore. There's nothing that can be done about it. I could get it removed if it really bothers me, but I'd be trading in the little spot for a scar that's slightly a bit bigger in size. For me, it was better to just leave it alone. It was so warm in there for some reason in that building where they had the dermatologist. Then when the doctor came in, I was having like a hot flash, which is really fun to try to have a conversation while being really embarrassed at the same time. That I feel like my face is getting really red and like my upper lip is sweating, or you know, this area, and my eyebrows feel like they're getting a lot of moisture in them, and I'm just like, oh my god, of course this is happening right now when I'm trying to talk to somebody and look them in the eye. Super fun, super great. I have been watching some of these videos back, and I would just like to clarify that I do not drink or anything like that. I only take my prescribed medications. So I slur my words, and that's not the first time I've noticed. Like, I left a voicemail for somebody once, and I heard it back, and I was like, oh my god, I sound like I'm drunk. But I'm not. I just, like, I guess I don't open my mouth wide enough when I'm talking or something. I don't freaking know. Anyway, I'm not drunk. I'm sober.